Greetings, Internet. Authorities here, and before you start with me, yes, this is a nerd rant about Frozen, but it's not an angry one. It's a critical one. Let's get started, and I'll explain myself. So what can I say about Frozen that hasn't already been said? Well, obviously, like most people, I love it. It's a great film, and it's done really well. I'm one of those guys who, shocker, I'm not a huge fan of Disney for obvious reasons. One, it's too cheesy for most points. I mean, princess falls in love with a boy. They marry after knowing each other for a day at most. But Frozen doesn't fool around with that. It don't go that way. It goes a completely different route than you expect. Sure, they set this up perfectly in the beginning for that to occur. But the smart thing they did was throw this curveball at you. And I'm not going to spoil that curveball for those who haven't seen it. If you want me to, I'll make another video. That's a spoiler review at a later date if that's asked a lot. But, nah, whatever. I will give one spoiler. I'm just going to warn right now about the end of the film-ish. So, warning, done, warned. Okay, so back to what I was actually saying. They do it really well. They go away from, oh, I'm a pretty princess, and I fall in love with this boy I just met. They make fun of that! Literally, Anna falls in love with this guy she just meets, and pretty much her sister, who's the queen, which I'm like, thank you for putting a queen and having a princess because it's a pretty name, says, are you nuts? Are you crazy? You don't marry a guy you just met. And this happened. This isn't the first time that happened. It happens twice, because later on in the film, she meets this guy named Kristoff, which you kind of get introduced in the beginning in a scene which didn't seem very important to me. But they are talking about her story, and she's like, "Yeah, well, my sister got mad after I said I was gonna marry a guy I just met." He's like, "What? Are you insane? Haven't you ever been warned about strangers?" And yeah, she was away, and it goes kind of funny because they had an adult joke, and that joke goes a little something like this. I bet you don't even know his last name. Of course I do. It's of the South Isles. What's his best friend's name? Probably John. Favorite food? Probably sandwiches. Foot size. Foot size doesn't matter. And that look right there, guys, you know what that look means. You all know what that look means. Okay, so of course you have to talk about that song. Do you wanna build a snowman? Which the joke, as stupid as it is and as ridiculous as it seems, when you watch the movie, you are really confused about how can they make this funny? Because the song really is just symbolizing a death, which I'm not spoiling that either because I already said no spoilers except for the very end, and this is the very beginning of the film, so no spoilers. And I'm like, how can that be funny? So let's skip everything of the film, other than one thing I just want to touch on real quick. Let It Go is the best song that whole movie has. My goodness, Elsa kicks butt in that song, and she's my favorite character, and she's awesome, and tangent over, we're going to go to the very end of the film where I give you my one spoiler that I said I would give, and it's about the cheesy ending. Not the, true love melts all hearts. No, I actually thought that was actually very nicely done. The ending is the one scene, and I think some of you may know where I'm going with this. When Anna and Kristoff are on the docks, and he has a new sleigh, and he's the official ice maker deliverer, whatever he's called. And it's like, oh my goodness, I love it. I could kiss you. I mean, I'd like to kiss you. I mean, I want to kiss you. I mean, can we kiss? That, and they do. That is my problem with this entire film. The whole film is about sister love, like family, screw men, feminist power. But that's not what they do. They make it more to where, oh yeah, it's sister love, but in true love, you should find that guy and you should marry him instantly. Forget about your sister. No! keep it without the love. And if you're going to put the love story in there between Anna and Kristoff, they could have done it so much better. How do you ask? Well, Elsa does a whole thing in the court where she turns into an ice rink. Why not have them have a cute little like skating, holding hands, dance thing for a closer, for like a reprise of Let It Go? As Elsa realizes that her sister is grown up. Why not do that? But no, let's put the cheesiest ending possible and put that in for them. But besides that one point, best film I have seen in a long time from Disney. And you know what? I'm just going to end it there because I'm probably a little bit over my time according to the last video. So this has been Nerd Rants. Nerdy rants from a nerdy guy. And I'll see you in a month or earlier or whenever.